Welcome back everyone. Following the trade deadline, the Lakers became one of the deepest teams in the NBA, and they really transformed their 15-man roster while doing it. Although, that led to a few of their players becoming buried within their rotation, with a few of them including Wendy Gabriel, Max Christie, and even Lonnie Walker. If we then go a bit further than that, it led to their two-way contracts becoming outright forgotten about, and the casual fan might not even know who they are. In fact, there's still a lot of confusion about what a two-way contract even is, and then how they apply to a team's available roster, which I really would not blame anyone for either. A two-way contract allows a player to be on both a G League and NBA roster simultaneously, though there are limitations to what they can and cannot do for their NBA team. For one, they are limited to 50 total games per year, and once they reach that point, they are no longer eligible to enter an NBA game. In addition to that, they are not allowed to compete in the playoffs, and that really limits how much their team can rely on them within their rotation, which might be why you are not familiar with either Swider nor Scotty Pippen Jr, as they have only played a combined 72 total minutes in the NBA. Even if you know their names, you might not be familiar with their game or what they have been up to in the G League, and it might shock you how well they have been performing. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at how they have been doing, and why it could be a very positive sign for their future with the Lakers. Before we do that though, I would like to invite you to join our NBA Discord. If you enjoy having NBA or Laker related discussion, being updated on NBA news, or chatting with others during live games, then I guarantee you would enjoy it. There will be a link to join both on the screen and in the video description down below. Without further ado though, let's dive right into it. And we'll begin by reviewing Swider, who has truly been one of the best 3-point shooters in the G League this season, shooting 44% from 3 on nearly 8 attempts per game. I really don't think that should catch anyone off guard either. I mean, it's definitely impressive, but if you watched him play during Summer League, then you likely knew he was capable of it. The guy absolutely lit up Summer League, and it almost felt like he could not miss at times, shooting over 52% from 3 during their 8 Summer League games. And that led to many believing that he would not only make their team, but even find himself in their opening day rotation, which definitely did seem like a real possibility. Unfortunately for Swider though, he was not able to carry that momentum into training camp, and that was only further complicated by an eventual injury. And after that, he was pretty much forgotten about. He missed about 2 months recovering, and by that time, the Lakers had already established their rotation. In my opinion though, that might have been a good thing for Swider. He clearly was not quite ready for NBA action, and it might have done more harm than good for him to play. I mean, we all know how some fans tend to treat players who shoot poorly, and it really does not matter their age or experience, which could have negatively affected Swider. And with that in mind, the G League was a great option for him to start out with. He has now found his shooting touch again, and then has quite obviously regained his confidence. It can tend to be difficult to make the leap from college to the NBA, and especially for a 3-point shooter like him, they are immediately expected to shoot the ball well, and are not given much of any time to figure it out. In addition to that, the role of a power forward is much different in the NBA compared to college. Whereas a power forward in college will still play down low on defense, the NBA forces them to pretty much become full-time perimeter defenders, and I'm not quite sure Swider could have filled that role for them. It definitely takes some time to get used to, and I think his time in the G League will help him out. I mean, I think we can all agree that he can produce at the NBA level on offense, but there were definitely questions about his defense, and it likely would have not gone well for him during his rookie year. He might not ever become a great defender, but simply learning the speed of the game can do wonders for a player, and that is something that Swider definitely needed time to adjust to. But now that he's done that, or at least gotten more accustomed to it, should Swider be getting minutes while LeBron is out? There are those that believe he should be, and you might be able to make an argument for it. He does play at power forward after all, and that would provide them with more 3-point shooting, though I'm still a bit weary about his ability to fit their defensive scheme. Regardless though, I'm very happy with how Swider has been progressing. But now moving on to Scotty Pippen Jr. and what he has been doing might even be more impressive than Cole Swider. Currently averaging about 23 points, over 5 assists, and shooting 45.8% from the field, he's definitely been efficient, and that was something that many were worried about with him coming out of college. During his 3-year college career, he never shot above 43% from the field, and while his scoring averages were certainly good, they were not that impressive due to his shooting percentage. And not only with his shooting either, but with his playmaking too. He played into more of a shooting guard role during college, but now has become more of a point guard, or at least more of a true combo guard. And even with the assist numbers going up, his turnovers have stayed the same. He averaged over 3 turnovers to only 4 assists per game during college, but is now averaging 5.5 assists per game. I mean, it's not anything crazy, but it definitely shows improvement on offense, and particularly with his ability to handle point guard duties. In order for him to make an impact at the NBA level, he will need to do something more than purely be a scoring threat, and if he continues to improve as a playmaker, then that could very well be what helps him to do it. But another option could be defense, and while he is not really known for it, he can certainly be a pest at times. Averaging 1.6 steals per game, Pippen Jr. can definitely create takeaways, though the problem here is that he is a bit small. Measuring in at only around 6'1", he will rarely have a height advantage on defense. And in order to make up for that, he will need to really lock in on defense, which he has shown the commitment to doing at times. Getting back to his offense here though, it would be hard to deny that what he's doing is not impressive. He is the only rookie to rank within the top 20 in points per game, and that alone tells you a lot. Scotty Pippen Jr. clearly has a knack for scoring. He is great at creating his own shot, and then is one of the best floor navigators I've seen in quite a while from a rookie. All of which led to him being named to the Rising Stars game, and while you typically think of NBA rookies for that, the best young G League players are recognized for it too. Now, I do think it will be a bit more difficult for his game to translate compared to Cole Swider, but Scotty Pippen Jr. definitely has some potential, and the Lakers quite obviously like what they have in him. Up until this season, they have regularly swapped out their two-way contracts, and it was rare to see them hold on to one for over a few months. But after picking up Swider and Pippen Jr., they have gone away from doing that, and I think that tells you about what they have in them. Again, they definitely have a few things to figure out yet, but they are both looking very good for 2 undrafted rookies, which could eventually lead to them making the actual 15-man roster. I would even be willing to bet that one of them will make it next season, and I would really not be shocked if both of them did either. With all of that being said though, what do you guys think? After watching the video, what are your takeaways from how Cole Swider and Scotty Pippen Jr. are looking so far? Comment your thoughts down below. That will do it for this video though. Big thank you to those of you who took the time to watch until the end of this video, and until the end of all of my videos in general. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and turn on notifications to get notified right away when I drop a new video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.